Hello, my name is Dorian Wilson, Program Coordinator at Amplify. Welcome to the video series where we highlight exceptional Amplify teachers, get to know them as educators, and find out what they are grateful for. Today, we're talking to Erin Liden. Erin, tell us where you're from and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Awesome. I am a middle school teacher in the Kelso School District at Cowieman Middle School. Currently, I'm teaching 7th and 8th grade. This is my second year teaching.
Nice. So what's something you're looking forward to in the future with Amplify products?
Yeah, this is something I actually saw when I was student teaching in Ridgeline Middle School in Yelm. One of my cooperating teachers had signed up for the beta testing 2 years ago now. And it was something where it was similar to having the slides present, but it was all through Amplify. And it had this great like dual screen, showed you what was coming up next, and great features with like bringing kids back all on the same slide or what they should have been on, which can be very helpful sometimes to get some of those students on the right track. So just little features like that. I'm just looking forward to making it just that much easier, even though it already is pretty smooth to present the lessons, but it's nice that Amplify keeps trying to adapt with what teachers' feedback has been.
Well, thank you so much. And also thank you so much for being willing to provide little tidbits of feedback in your answer. So we'll definitely make note of that and maybe look to you further in the future to provide more, if that's okay with you.
Awesome. Always willing to beta test. That's fun.
All right, now I'm gonna hold you to that. So what school relationships are you grateful for?
Yeah, recently, like I said, I'm a second year teacher. So last year was kind of a wild first year to start out with. And there was kind of a core group of us who were first year teachers together here at the Cowieman, and just reaching out to each other and kind of both venting those moments when you needed to vent, when things just weren't working or stuff was happening with kids.
Oh yeah.
But then also those times to kind of build each other up and also kind of bounce ideas off of each other. It is great to look to those veteran teachers as well, but there's just something about going through that first year in such a dramatic fashion that it was really nice to have that core group of people to work with.
Oh, absolutely. I can attest to that because I'm a former teacher and I was a terrible first year teacher. There were so many things that I thought that I knew that I just did not know that you don't get until you're actually in the classroom live and in color. And you're like, okay, so yes, I don't know anything and help me.
Yep.
So yeah, I can totally understand that answer. So while we're on the topic of people who come in and kind of help support you, who is a teacher or a mentor whose sound advice you still channel?
Yeah, like I said before, I student taught up in Yelm at Ridgeline Middle School, and I had the privilege of having two cooperating teachers there. So Stephanie Ryder and Jana Ogden, as well as the rest of the science team there, was fantastic at both including me in a lot of our PLC meetings and really just kind of treating me like a colleague, even though I was there to learn and grow. But also I feel like I've just kind of melded. Stephanie and Jen are very different teachers, both fantastic teachers, but very different. And having that opportunity to student teach with both of them with Amplify, I've been able to kind of blend kind of those two different teaching styles and incorporate some of my own. And both of them were really great at kind of pushing me to start taking on lessons early, start taking on classes early, which in the year 2019 and 2020 was a great advice because I was able to get much more experience actually teaching in the classroom setting before everything shut down. So it was phenomenal advice, and they both have great control of a classroom and great empathy with their students in very different ways, and that really works with different students. So it has just been fantastic, and they've been super helpful still throughout even last year when we were still full remote trying to figure it all out as a new teacher. So they're just fantastic, and that whole science department gave me a great start.
So just to clarify, you are back in the classroom now.
I am, yes. We are 5 days a week and live and in color.
Congratulations.
Thanks. It brings its whole other slew of challenges, and we still have some students who have to be remote for certain amounts of time because of quarantine.
Yeah.
But that's where Amplify has been fantastic, having those remote resources. So,
well, that kind of segues into our very last question. What aspects of Amplify technology really makes your life easier in the classroom?
Yeah, and right now that has to be number one. Having the ability to have those at-home videos really helps my students stay on track when they choose to use them. But at least the resource is there for when they're quarantined at home. They have an Amplified teacher who walks them through the lesson, not exactly as I would, but in a fantastic way, so they can follow through the lesson and don't fall behind. Right. And having that resource there where I don't have to create anything new, I don't have to do twice the amount of work to teach in person and online. Right. I can just have that ready for them. Is fantastic. And I've learned this year is also a great resource for when I'm sick and I need a sub to come in. If the sub is unfamiliar with Amplify, they can play that video and help support kids throughout it. And that's something that I learned this year is a great resource. Oh, I'm really glad that we were able to provide that for you and help make your life 100% easier. And I just threw the 100% in there because I felt like if I had asked you, you would say 100%, right? Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Erin, for talking with me today and sharing all the things that you are thankful for. We here at Amplify look forward to sharing more teacher experiences. And as always, we are grateful for you.